You never know who it's going to affect. You never know if it's going to be your family that goes through this.
He's our little miracle man, isn't he?
Well, before my accident, I was hoping to be an Olympian athlete, and now I still want to try and become an athlete, but I really hope to get back to how life was.
Not supposed to survive. Maybe live, 2 weeks maximum. And yeah, he's nearly 9, so yep.
Our daughter Lesley had an accident where she fell from a window and suffered a TBI, traumatic brain injury. So we were referred once we left the Royal Children's to the VPRS.
On the 7th of April, I had a trampoline accident. I went to Geelong Hospital first, so then I was rushed to Children's Hospital. I was in there for 2.5 months, and then because Grace and Colour's close, I came here.
Geelong really needs this new centre. We are in a growth region. We're managing children from Portland out to Golden Plains Shire up to Werribee. Children who have had a brain injury, a spinal cord injury, brain tumour, stroke, and many children with cerebral palsy. This is a Barwon health service that's free to the public, that is part of a statewide service, an integrated service that has close ties with the Children's Hospital.
Without a rehabilitation centre, kids like my daughter, Keisha, with cerebral palsy, or even kids coming from having injuries or illnesses, they need somewhere that they feel comfortable with to have their full potential.
They're pretty amazing and pretty inspirational, all of our families, but particularly the kids, the bravery and the persistence to keep working at stuff that so many of us can either do easily or quickly and don't think about it, that they work on for a long time.
You know, life was just going along normally and all of a sudden it's changed, so you learn a lot about resilience and just learn a lot about new normal and how to just get on with things. Makes you think about the little things don't really matter.
Obviously, they come in at a really tough time, in that they have had something pretty big happen to them and are often pretty set back in what they used to be able to do.
These are just normal, everyday kids. You know, they're just like mine, they're just like other people's who are facing different challenges every day, and they do it with bravery and courage, as to their families.
The kids that come here are incredible. They just inspire me every day with, you know, how resilient they are and I guess the effort that they put in a situation that most kids don't have to deal with. You know, we're constantly asking them to do things that are hard, and they get on with it, they have a laugh, and they kind of just, give us, I feel, so much more than we give them sometimes.
Currently, we're operating this service in a borrowed room and a corridor out at the McKellar Centre, where, while assessing and trying to treat children, they're needing to negotiate around adults walking, doing their laps of the corridors with walking frames and oxygen cylinders. It's not really ideal for the kids. It's not really a child-friendly space.
Geelong should have a rehab centre just for kids, because kids are kids. They need to be seen in an environment, in a centre that's designed just for them. They need to be around other kids. They need to be able to do activities that are kid-friendly. They need to be in a situation where they feel comfortable to be able to do these things that are tough every day.
It will mean that they can get a more appropriate service. You know, I think we're a great service, but they're popped into adult spaces and that doesn't work well at times. And look, we adapt around that, but it'll mean that they come and they have their own space where they feel fully welcome, because it's here for kids. It looks like it's for kids, it's set up for kids and for families, so the siblings and the family members that come along. It'll just cater for all their needs in a much better way than what we're able to at the moment.
it'd be lovely to have an inviting space for the children and families to come and have their outpatient rehabilitation with us.
And I was actually talking to a Littley before and discussing what we were hoping to do. And he said, I hope you've put in the blueprint, no adults allowed. And he was so excited about having a space that was for him. And I think it makes the kids and the families feel validated that, there's a special place just for them.
I am blown away by how much people are able to cope with. The grace with which families sometimes accept their new reality, which has just changed in an instant, and suddenly they find themselves becoming full-time carers and having to learn how to become advocates for their child's need in a very complicated system at times, and often while facing really difficult choices for themselves about their own career and relationships and their own emotional needs. We meet people who inspire us every day.
Get behind this project, donate. Any one of us don't know at any time when we might need a service like this, or someone we know might need a service like this. People don't think kids get sick, or people don't realise kids get hurt, and it happens more than it should, and something like this is so necessary.
Please dig deep. These kids need all this help. It's through no fault of their own. We can only do so much as parents, and anything that they can get, equipment, help, anything is fantastic, and it's all about them.
Because it will be a big help, because this is mainly for older people, so having a kids centre would probably help a bit.
Get this rehabilitation centre up and running so kids can enjoy coming to physio and have everything that they need set out to reach their goals in life.